And what's happening now in France, they just did the same thing to the front runner. I've been watching with great interest this daughter of a popular right-wing candidate, Marine Le Pen, right? Mm-hmm. And she's running for office. And what happens to her, let me get my notes here, because I just caught it today, because I was working on a book yesterday. Marine Le Pen has been sentenced. Now take a look, by the way. You guys got the stats here? Those are on a podcast. What I'm looking at is red arrows pointing to the right, because she is by far, she's the fastest growing popular candidate on the right with Marine Le Pen compared to the other unknowns. She's got 36, 37, 35, 38, 40% of the support of the country, and she's consolidating power. In other words, it's just like Romania. A right-wing, populist, Trumpian figure is rising up, and because she is, they unleash the lawyers, the judges, and the financial dental floss to go over everything she's ever done. Oh, and lo and behold, what have we found out? That she's got a 4-year prison sentence, can't run for president. They're locking her up like they locked up Trump because there is an archaic rule that I'm sure is monkeyed with by many French politicians that says that there's money that's from the European Union or it's intended for the European Union, but it was utilized for parliamentary aids of the EU, and sometimes it bleeds over into volunteers and staff working with you and your party. In other words, you got two buckets. You got the EU parliamentary aid, and then you've got your staff parliamentary aid. Oh, but she made the mistake of having partially paid for staff that was working in her party with money that should have technically been going to the EU. So rather than fining her and saying that's 200,000 euros for the money you mismanaged, don't do that again, they're fining her a 100,000 euro penalty and locking her up.
Well, I think she's got an ankle monitor for 2 years.
Oh, yeah, she's got an ankle monitor and 4 years prohibition on being able to run for office.
And I'm also seeing here to my right that the party was fined about 2 million euros, Carl? Yeah, 2 million euros.
French populist leader Marine Le Pen sentenced to jail, banned from politics in a heinous lawfare case. Diverting funds, according to this, it's a fiscal maneuver like Trump with his 34 counts because he signed off on the porn Stormy Daniels check and he put it in a certain bank, covered it in a certain bank account rather than disclosing it when he was running for president.